In this video, I will show you how to replace the climate control blend door actuator on 2009 to 2014 Ford F-150. Step number 1. Park the truck on a level surface, engage the parking brake and place wheel chocks in front of and behind the rear wheels for safety. 2. Remove the rubber cover located on top of the stereo using a trim remover. Insert the tip of the tool under the edge and pry upwards to release it. Once released, remove the cover completely by hand. 3. Remove the 2 screws securing the stereo unit at the top using a ratchet and a 7mm socket. 4. Remove the small panel where the USB port is located at the bottom of the center console using a trim remover. Insert the tip of the tool under the edge and pry outwards to release it. 5. Remove the screw securing the center console from the bottom located behind the USB port panel using a ratchet and a 7mm socket. 6. Disconnect the electrical cables from the USB panel by pressing inward on the connector lock and simultaneously pulling outward to completely disconnect them. 7. Disconnect both cables from the USB port and auxiliary connection panel in the same manner and set the panel aside. 8. Partially release the side panels from the center console without completely removing them by prying them off from the inside where they meet the center console using a trim remover. Insert the tip of the tool along the edge and pry outward to release them. 9. Once both panels are released, partially remove the center console by simply pulling it outward with your hands. 10. Disconnect the electrical cables from the top of the center console by pressing inward on the connector lock and simultaneously pulling outward to completely disconnect them. 11. Disconnect the remaining electrical cables in the same manner. Once all cables are disconnected, set the console aside. 12. Remove the 4 screws securing the CD changer using a ratchet and a 7mm socket. 13. Once the CD changer screws are removed, set it aside without disconnecting it and visually locate the damaged temperature control door actuator to be replaced, located behind the CD player. 14. Remove the screw securing the actuator from the front, which is visible, using a 1/4-inch ratchet and an 8mm socket. 15. Open and empty the glove box. Once empty, press inward on both ends of the glove box from the inside and pull down simultaneously to more easily access the screw securing the actuator from the rear, which is not visible. 16. Insert the ratchet and 8mm socket through the glove box opening and remove the screw securing the damaged actuator on the back side. 17. Once both screws are removed, proceed to remove the damaged actuator by simply pulling it straight up by hand. Once partially free, pull the actuator out to gain access to the electrical connector. 18. Disconnect the power cable by pressing backward on the red lock and simultaneously pressing inward on the connector lock to completely disconnect it. Once disconnected, remove the actuator. 19. Carefully install the new actuator in its original position, ensuring it is properly seated. 20. Install and tighten the screws that hold the actuator securely and reconnect the power cables to their original positions, ensuring the connector is properly seated. 21. Install the CD case in its original position and tighten the screws securely. Similarly, reinstall the center console's electrical wiring in its original position and perform a quick functional test. 22. If the actuator is working correctly, reinstall the center console in its original position, along with the rest of the components, in the reverse order in which they were removed. Ensure that the screws are tightened securely and that the electrical connections and panels are properly seated. That's how easy it is to replace the climate control blend door actuator on 2009 to 2014 Ford F-150.